Io mi sveglio. Io mi sveglio. Sorry, if you can see that, that's my cat's tail. She is... Oh, seriously? Ciao a tutti. Welcome to Daily Italian with Elena. I am Elena, and today we're going to talk about verbi riflessivi. In one of our last lessons, we looked at pronomi personali diretti. So today we're going to look at reflexive verbs, where you will need to use those pronouns we saw. What are reflexive verbs? They are the verbs where the action is reflected, is done to the subject of the verb. So when someone washes himself, when someone dresses himself, when someone gets up, in Italian, he gets himself up. These are the reflexive verbs. How do you recognize one of them? In Italian, the reflexive verbs are the ones where in the infinite form you see the si at the end. For example, lavarsi, vestirsi, svegliarsi. All of these verbs have this si at the end, which indicates that they are going to be reflexive verbs. So the subject does the action to himself. This si will need to change according to the subject, whether the subject is a singular, plural. Let's have a look at how to do that, how to change this si into a pronoun and where to put that. Let's make some examples. I want to say I wake up. To say I wake up, I need the verb svegliarsi. Svegliarsi is a reflexive verb. So in Italian, it means to wake oneself up. If I want to say I wake myself up, I need the direct pronoun referring to me, myself. Do you remember which pronoun is that? Mi. Mi means myself. Mi. Mi means myself. Io mi sveglio. What if I want to say you wake up? So you wake yourself up. I need to change this me into a you, yourself. So it's going to be tu ti svegli. Ti svegli. Then again, if I want to say he wakes himself up, I'm going to say lui si sveglia or lei si sveglia. We wake ourselves up. Noi ci svegliamo. You, voi vi svegliate. And they, loro si svegliano. Okay, so we take this si in the infinite form and we change it according to the person that's doing the action. Io mi sveglio, tu ti svegli, and so on. This is going to be the same for any verb we take. So for example, I want to say I wash myself. Mi lavo. I want to say you get up. So you get yourself up. Tu ti alzi. So you just need to take the verb, decline the verb normally according to the subject, and before the verb we add this pronoun, this direct pronoun. There are three cases though where we will put the pronoun after the verb attached to the verb. What are these three cases? Infinito, gerundio, and imperativo. So in these three tenses, we will put the direct pronoun after the verb and right attached to the verb. For example, voglio svegliarmi. I want to wake myself up. I'm going to say voglio svegliarmi. Another example, vestendovi. Vestendovi means by dressing yourselves up. Vestendovi. The verb is vestirsi. Vestendovi is just gerundio. It's just this tense that we will see later on. Vestendosi. and also the imperativo. So, for example, mostriamoci, let's show ourselves, mostriamoci. And this is imperativo, another tense that we will see in the future, but just remember that in infinito, gerundio, and imperativo, this pronoun will go after the verb attached to it. Now we're going to do a little test, a little quiz to see if you understood these verbs and if you can't put the right pronoun in the right position. Let's try. I want to say we take off our shoes. In Italian, you say that by saying we take ourselves off the shoes. The verb is togliersi. Togliersi, to take something off. So we need the pronoun for the first person plural, we, which is ci, noi ci. And then we need to decline the verb togliere. Noi togliamo. Noi ci togliamo le scarpe. I get up. I get myself up. The verb is alzarsi. Do you remember the pronoun for the first person singular? Mi. And then alzarsi needs to be declined. The verb is alzare, first person, so it will end with an O. Io mi alzo. Io mi alzo. Okay, so these are the reflexive verbs. The only thing you need to remember is to take this si at the end of the infinitive verb and transform that into the direct pronoun you need according to the subject of that verb. And then you just need to decline the verb normally, as you would just do normally. Also remember that in only 3 cases the pronoun will go after the verb attached to it, and these 3 cases are 3 tenses, infinito, gerundio, and imperativo, that we will look at after. So that's it for verbi riflessivi. I hope you understood everything. If you didn't remember the direct pronouns, I suggest you go and review that video to learn them better. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can keep on learning Italian with me. You can check out other grammar videos, you can try and challenge yourself with the vlogs to see if you understand normal spoken daily Italian. And I will see you in the next one. Ciao!